Welcome to Tom Teaches YouTube and another YouTuber assignment. The assignment is called 5 ways to get better at making YouTube videos, but really what the assignment is reflecting on these 5 things after every video that you make, because only through the process of reflecting can you actually get better. And so with this reflection, I recommend you actually writing these down, because writing things out actually forces you to contemplate them and articulate them more so than if you just let it stay all in your head. I've got a Google Doc down in the description that you can copy that has all of these questions for you to reflect on, as well as a few bonus ones. And so the first thing you can reflect on to start making better YouTube videos is thinking through how your original plan changed. First off, did you have an original plan? I've got a video on how to actually plan your video so you're not just showing up with the camera, hitting record, and something magical happens. So if you've got your plan, did your plan change? And if it did it change for the better? Did it have to change because of financial constraints, because of time constraints, because you thought you would be able to do one thing, but unfortunately you weren't able to? Was it a failure to execute the plan, or did your plan change because you ended up coming with a better idea? So think through the difference between your original plan and your final product, and whether this final product was actually better, different, or not as good as what your original plan was, and why. The second thing to reflect on to start making better YouTube videos is to think through 3 of the things that you're really proud of with this video. Was it the thumbnail? Did you really like the pacing of your video? Did you feel it was really entertaining or informative? Did you get a chance to work with someone that you hadn't worked with before? Did you try a new editing technique? Did you end up getting more comments and engagement on this video? You want to celebrate the things that you're doing well and that you're proud of, and think of, how can I do more of this or expand on these things that I'm really proud of? The third thing to reflect on to get better at making YouTube videos is to think through 3 of the things that you're not as satisfied with your video, and then come up with a plan on how you want to remedy that, how you want to fix those things for future videos. If you don't think your thumbnail's any good, go find some other tutorials that you haven't watched by other creators to maybe get some other ideas. If you felt your video was too long, force yourself to shoot with less footage. Sometimes when we first start shooting, we think the more the better, because we have so many more options, but then we don't want to get rid of any of it. So if you force yourself to shoot less, or force yourself to keep it under a certain amount of time no matter what, that'll help shorten up longer videos. Did you find your video kind of boring? Do a case study where you watch other creators in your niche that you enjoy and write down, what is it that I liked about this video? Was it their energy? Was it their editing style? Was it the type of information that they were sharing? What is it that you like about it? And then see what you can begin to implement into your own videos. If you only identify the problem but you don't think through, how could I begin to actually fix this problem or get better at this, you won't grow as a YouTube video creator. The fourth thing you can reflect on when you're thinking of how to get better at making videos is your title. Did you come up with 3 to 5 thumbnail options before you posted your video? And if you did, why did you pick the one that you picked? The good thing about this one is that even though you've actually made the video and uploaded it, you can change the title at any time. So you can begin to experiment and see maybe what kind of responses you get from different titles. Also, take a look to see what your title looks like on the mobile app. And to do that, I like to open up Creator Studio, because it just shows like a really small thumbnail version of it with your title. And you can see how much of your title was cut off and was the most important information at the front. And the 5th thing that you can reflect on as you're trying to get better at making YouTube videos is your thumbnail. Thumbnails are hard. Find other people in your niche that you enjoy and that you click on their videos a lot, and then put their thumbnail right next to your thumbnail and think, what is it about their thumbnail that makes their videos more clickable than mine? Are their fonts cleaner to read? Does mine look a little bit too busy? Can you even tell what my video is about by my thumbnail? Having them side by side next to each other helps you actually see, like, oh, these are the things that make it more clickable, and so how can I improve on mine to make it a little bit better? And so those are 5 things that you can reflect on, but I've got 3 bonus things that I actually have my students reflect on, also as a way to communicate to me some of the work that they did. One of the things I asked them are, what are 2 new things that you learned how to do with this video? Because that is under the presupposition that they are stretching themselves with every video to try something new and try something different, which I encourage you to do also, even if it's something as small as a new editing technique. I asked my students, on a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your effort level? Was this something that you really didn't put much time or effort into, or was it something that you really cared about? That's not to say that if you find a way to do really good videos quickly, that it's a low effort. You can still really care about it, but find ways to speed up the process so you're not spending as many hours editing it. But how much thought and work and effort went into your video? And I also asked them to find 30 seconds of their video that if they had to share that 30 seconds on other social media platforms in a way to draw other people in to watch the video, what 30 seconds would they pick? That is a very real to life skill, because if you're trying to promote your video on Twitter or Instagram where you have a 30-second or a 1-minute limitation, you want to find what is the 30 seconds that really pull someone in. I try to put that 30 seconds at the beginning of the video, so that way even if they found it on YouTube, that they would keep watching. But it may not always be the front, so find what little segment you think is most shareable. And so as I said, I have a Google Doc in the description that you can make a copy of and answer these questions yourself. Feel free to share your answers in the comments below. I'd love to see how you're reflecting on your craft of creating videos videos and how you are wanting to grow and push yourself to become a better video creator and a better YouTuber. If you'd like to stay in the loop with any upcoming videos about creating YouTube content and growing on YouTube, as well as these YouTuber assignments that I post where I give you a rubric and a way to assess yourself and make it a little bit more like a classroom setting, then feel free to subscribe. Like this video if you like it. This is Tom Teaches YouTube, and I'll see you in the next one.